Hello, third grade, and welcome to Chapter 11 or Topic 11. We're going to begin with Lesson 11-1. In this chapter, we're going to focus on solving two-step word problems and different strategies we can use. So our focus for this lesson is going to be solving two-step word problems that focus on addition and subtraction. Let's go ahead and watch our short video lesson together, and then we can begin our notes.
The results of a car survey are shown in the table. How many fewer cars in the survey have poor fuel efficiency than have either good or average fuel efficiency? Find and answer the hidden question. How many total cars in the survey have either good or average fuel efficiency? You can draw a bar diagram and use the letter X to stand for the unknown total. X is equal to 98 plus 165. You can add 2 to 98 and subtract 2 from 165 to more easily find the answer. X equals 100 plus 163, which equals 263. You can round 98 to 100 to estimate. 100 plus 165 equals 265. 265 is close to 263. The answer is reasonable. 263 cars have good or average fuel efficiency. Now answer the original question. How many fewer cars in the survey have poor fuel efficiency? Let Y stand for the unknown difference. Which equation can you use to find Y?
Select your answer.
Okay, here we can see that the total that we got from answering our hidden question, which was the 263, is our total. So Y is going to be whatever our total is minus the part that we know. So Y is going to equal 263 minus 224. Now, the reason it's not plus is because our whole number goes on top and the parts are the ones that go in the box. So this is one part and this is another part. So our answer to this question, Y is equal to 263 minus 224.
Use partial differences to subtract. Y equals 39.
Okay, here, follow along with the subtraction that they did. So when they subtracted partial differences, they started with the 100. So they took away 200 from out of the 224, they took away the 200, which left 263 minus 200, left us with 63. Then they subtracted the tens place, which was that 20. So 63 minus 20 was 43. Now, since we have a 3 in the ones place, instead of subtracting the 4 all at once, they subtracted the 3 first to get it down to a solid group of 10. 43 minus 3 is 40. And then they subtracted that last one to get them to 39.
You can round 263 minus 224 to 260 minus 220 to estimate. 40 is close to 39. The answer is reasonable. 39 fewer cars have poor fuel efficiency.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our notes for this lesson. Now we have it at the top, our title, 11-1, solve two-step word problems for addition and subtraction. And the question we're going to focus on for this lesson is how can you use diagrams to solve two-step problems? Well, we know that we can draw bar diagrams and write equations, and we can also use variables in our equations and in our bar diagram to represent the unknown number, the thing that we need to find. So remember to always find the answer to your hidden question before you try to solve the main problem. And the reason for that is you need the answer to the hidden question to use while you solve for the main question. You're not going to be able to solve without it. So let's go ahead and take a look at an example question that we have here. It says Jen buys a backpack and a sleeping bag. She gets $10 off if the total is more than $200. What is the final cost of Jen's order? So I have to stop and think, what is my hidden question? Well, first I need to know how much her order is going to be before I can figure out, is she going to get that $10 discount or not? Now I know that the cost of the backpack from our table over here is $89 and the cost of the sleeping bag is $128. So I'm going to use T as my variable. T is going to stand for the total cost of her order. Now, in order to solve, I want to start by drawing a bar diagram to figure out the cost of her order and have a related equation. So T is going to be the total, my whole number, that one's going on top. And in my bar diagram, I'm going to have 89, which is the cost of the backpack, and 128, which is the cost of the sleeping bag. Since there are two items that we're adding, our bar diagram is going to have two boxes, and T is going to be the total cost of both of those. So T is going to equal the backpack plus the sleeping bag, or $89 plus $128. And we did the addition over here on the side. T, or her total, is $217. Now that we know that her order was $217, which is more than the $200 they said in the question, we know that she's going to get that $10 discount. So her final cost is not $217. Her final cost, F, is going to be $217 minus that $10 discount. So here I drew another bar diagram and I wrote an equation. F equals 217, which was the total, minus the $10 discount. So since 217 is my total this time, that's going to be the number that goes on top of my bar diagram. $10 is going to be the discount, and F, which is the final cost, is how much she's going to end up paying. So $10 plus the final cost will equal 217, or 217 minus 10 will give me the final cost. So 217 minus 10, we know is 207. So the final cost of her order after the $10 discount is $207. So this is why you need to solve the hidden question first. We wouldn't know if she gets that $10 discount until we found out the total amount or the total cost of the backpack and the sleeping bag together. This is what I meant when I said you need the answer from the hidden question to solve your main question. Now let's take a look at another example. Richard has $236 in his savings account. He got $45 for his birthday and saved all but $16 of it. How much is in his savings account now? Okay, so you got to read the wording on this question very carefully. So we know that he has $236 in his account. Now, out of that $45 that he got for his birthday, he saved all of it except $16. So that means he spent $16 out of it and he saved all of the rest. So I know that he has $236 in his account. I know that he got $45 and he only spent $16 out of that $45 and then he saved the rest. So what's my hidden question here? Well, my hidden question is how much of the $45 does he have left after he spent the $16? So B is going to be his remaining birthday money. So we know $45 is made up of that $16 plus B, which is the amount that he had saved. So what he spent and what was left over together equal 45, or 45 minus the 16 that he spent will tell us how much he has left over. And you can write the equation both ways. So if I do 45 minus 16, I know 45 minus 15 will give me 30, minus another 1 will give me 29. So he has $29 left that he can add to his account. So now that we've answered our hidden question, we can answer the main question. How much money is in his savings account now? So we know his savings account had $236 and he has $29 left over from his birthday money. And I'm going to use S as my variable that tells me the total that he has in his savings account. So his savings account now has the $29 plus the $236 that was already there. So S is equal to 29 plus 236. When I add those together, I get 265. So Richard has $265 in his savings account now. So you see, we had to answer the hidden question first before we were able to answer the main question. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our guided practice. The first question was asking about the bar diagram and why they're helpful. Well, we know bar diagrams are helpful because they help show the problem, and it makes it easier for us to write and solve our equations because it represents our numbers visually. We're able to see it, and that makes it easier to understand. For number 2, it says Josie has $145. She buys a bike for $127. And the next week, she saves $15. How much money does Josie have now? So my hidden question here is how much money did she have left after she bought the bike? So my total was $145. So my first bar diagram, 145 is how much she has. 127 is how much she spent on her bike. And I made my variable to be the money left after buying the bike. So A is how much she has left after. So A is equal to 145 minus 127. And when I do the math for that, I see that A is equal to 18. So I know she has $18 right now, but then she saves $15 the next week. So S is going to be my variable here. S is the money that she has after she saves the 15. So $18 that she had left over from the bike purchase, plus the $15 more that she saved. S is equal to 18 plus 15, or $33. And the answer to my main question, Josie now has $33 after buying the bike and saving the $15. So as you're working through these multi-step problems, make sure you find your hidden question, you answer that, and then make sure you go back and answer your main question. A lot of times after we answer one part, we forget that there's more to the question that we haven't answered yet. So make sure you go back and check your main question to see that you answered all of the parts before you're done. That's it for this lesson. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.